It amazes me how people can choose to be mean before being kind. Have you ever worked at a job where you felt tired before even getting started? And I mean, not physically tired, right? I mean, like mentally drained. You know, you're smart, right? But somehow in that space, you felt like a fish trying to climb a tree. Yeah, that was me. When tech became the it thing, everybody started jumping on that bandwagon, including me. I did too. I was so excited to learn something new and earn some extra income, right? Now, let me be clear. I know I'm smart. I have a couple degrees under my belt, international business and master's degree, minor in psychology, all of that, right? But I also know I have a touch of dyslexia. So sometimes it takes me a minute, just a minute to catch on. But once I do, oh baby, you can't stop me. But here's the truth. I gave a year and a half of my life, imagine that, to a job that slowly showed me something important. No matter how much money you pay me, if the culture isn't right, if it doesn't align with my purpose, I cannot stay. And let's be honest, it didn't help that I was the only spoon of chocolate in the milk. Catch my drift. They thought I was slow, but I wasn't slow. I was just misplaced. So let me ask you something. If you know it's not for you, why are you forcing it? I'm not just talking about a job. I'm not just talking about a sale. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about anything you squeezing yourself in where you know you don't fit. Why are you forcing it? Why are you not trusting the Most High to lead you where you're actually called to be? Because purpose will always outlast a paycheck. So here are 5 signs if it's not for you and what to do so you can still win the sales game of life. Number 1, you're exhausted. Before even the day begins, you're like tired. You slept 8+ hours a night before and you woke up and you still exhausted. Sign number 1, right? I remember Sundays, my anxiety would be on high. I mean, just thinking about being at work Monday. And listen here, come here, listen up. Imagine my anxiety being on high and I work from home. Not like I'm physically going to an office to clock in into somebody's job. I work from home and my anxiety was high just from working from home, going on these people's jobs. Anyway, moving on. I'd be at church asking God to remove this heaviness so I can make it through another week. And listen, if you have to pray away anxiety every Sunday just to survive your job, that's not purpose. That's a warning. Purpose gives us energy. Misalignment steals it. Number 2, you're constantly questioning your intelligence. For me, my blessing has always been people. I learn people quickly. I read energy. I understand emotion. I build trust naturally. But learning codes? No, ma'am. No, sir. No matter how hard I tried, it didn't click the way people always have. And that's when I realized something important. Just because something is profitable doesn't mean it's your gift. Your purpose will always align with what God has gifted you with, or the way God has wired you. Number 3, you're shrinking to fit in. I mean, I was so quiet in meetings, and when I did speak, I felt ridiculed. There was always a sly comment, a subtle jab. For example, I remember one time I was in a meeting and one of these ladies, she's been at the job for 25+ years, just bragging on about, her daughter, just getting her master's degree, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, that's so great. Just asking questions like, what did she get her master's degree in, and da da da. And then I made a comment, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I just got mine maybe about 5 years ago in international business, so that's a great accomplishment. And I could hear the silence as loud as a construction truck was outside digging dirt. Like, I mean, the silence was so loud, like, you got a master's degree and you can't do this job type thing. I mean, if that wasn't loud enough for me, I don't know what was, but I still stayed maybe a good 6 months even after all of those little subtle jabs. But what I've come to realize is many of them at that job decided that they were going to retire there, right? Most of them been there for 9+ years. And that one lady I spoke about, like, she's been there for 25+ years, right? So they've decided that that's the job that they are going to retire in. And hats off to them, right? But growth makes comfortable people uncomfortable. And when your voice threatens the status quo, they'll try to silence it. So I go back to, don't shrink. If you can't be yourself in a room, you're in the wrong room. Number 4, the money is good, but your spirit is broken. I won't lie, that income helped me do a lot, and I'm grateful for that. What changed everything for me was going back home to Jamaica for, a 2-week vacation this past summer. And being home brought back so many childhood memories for me, right? Especially memories with my older brother that passed away. And then it hit me, life is way too short to live outside of your purpose. That's when Jeremiah 29:11 became real to me. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for peace. That job wasn't bringing me that. Plans for hope. I had no hope that I was ever going to grow within that job. Plans for a future. Could not see that job in my future. Money is a tool, but purpose is the plan. So live up to that. Jeremiah 29:11. Then number 5, you're forcing what God never assigned. Now listen closely. We forced the relationship. We forced the sale that note would fall off. We forced so many things thinking I've invested so much time in this. I know I'm about to get paid back for this somehow, and some way it's gonna 360 come back to being good. Don't force it. Because I've realized every time I pushed, it felt like God was stopping my brain from fully liking that job, that skill, or even learning that skill. Like he was saying, this isn't it. Saw all the red flags. You see the flags, don't ignore them. So I stopped forcing it. And after my vacation, I resigned promptly because obedience will always bring peace. That performance never could. What's meant for you will flow. You won't have to wrestle it. Sales isn't just about closing deals. Life is a sales field. And the biggest sale you will ever make, it's not with a customer. It's to yourself. It's the moment you stop convincing yourself to stay where you don't belong. The moment you stop calling survival gratitude. The moment you stop shrinking to make other people comfortable. If it's not for you, don't force it. If it's draining your spirit, don't justify it. If you have to pray, like I did every Sunday just to make it through Monday, listen to that. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Purpose will never require you to abandon who you are. What God assigns, He sustains. And when you're walking in alignment, peace shows up before the paycheck ever does. So choose wisely, because pressure is loud, but purpose is patient. And when you finally say yes to what we're actually called to do, everything changes. Faith, focus, follow through. Your life is your sales spiel. Now go sell it what you want. You've got this.